Hello everyone, Douglas Waltz, Old Man Comic Book Reviews. We've got a large stack of books to get through, but I fully recharged the camera, so we're good. In no particular order, we're going to start off with issue 5 of She-Hulk. Look at that cover. Look at the 90s dripping off of that cover. It's going to get on my carpet. It'll probably turn it into plaid. I don't know. So anyways, we have She-Hulk, written by Rainbow Rowell? I don't know. Artist is Luca Maresca. And when we last left She-Hulk and her buddy Jack of Hearts, someone was yelling for Jack. And it's this giant man who is a little special. So that was sort of our required fight. Jack still can't power up. She-Hulk got herself wrecked a little, but she's fine now, and it's just he's gonna go move back into his mansion if it's still there. And apparently the big guy yelling Jack all the time and the little woman is his wife, so we'll see if they come back. Next issue is another 90s cover with Nightcrawler in a suit on it, so we'll see how that goes. Over here. Alright, issue 3 of 6 of the Jurassic League, one of my favorite comic books that this issue they ruined. It's still the same plot line, which is awesome. We have written by Juan Gideon and Daniel Warren Johnson, art by Rafa Guerreras. I don't remember if Rafa Guerreras just didn't do the art previously, but the art is too sketchy, it's too busy. Every panel is full of just little scritch, and he can't draw people's faces. So while it's a great story, the art has taken away from it being a great story. I hope they fix that with the next issue. I'll have to look it up though. Alright, on to Antarctic Press with issue number 6 of Jungle Comics. Jungle Comics is an anthology book. So we have Fana, the Jungle Girl, by F. Newton Burcham. We have David and Goliath, which is a story by Scott O. Brown, art by Robespierre Fitoza. I did not make any of that up. We have part 2 of Fever, written by John Crowther and art by Del Barris. And then Hidden Island part 3 is written by Paul Beal and artist is Jenny Godin. They're jungle adventures. You get girls that dress like this and have adventures in the jungle, and there's one where the kid shrinks down and has to fight a giant snake because he's little like that. So it's fun. They wrapped up a bunch of stuff. I don't know if we're going to continue to get more things. I did see the cool part where they took out attacking velociraptors by running into them with the propellers of a plane. Kind of neat. So I thought that was awesome. I read that. Alright. Next up, we have issue 2 of Daniel Warren Johnson, that Jurassic League guy. Do a power bomb. When last we left Lona, she was being propositioned by a necromancer to do a huge wrestling event to bring back her mother. He's very excited. You can tell by this picture how excited our little necromancer is. He only has one problem. He doesn't know that wrestling is fake. He thinks all of it is real, and he is addicted to wrestling. So she has to go and get teamed up with the guy who killed her mother, Cobra Son, who is busy doing death matches with light tubes, and he gets stabbed with a giant fork, and there's a big shocker surprise at the end of issue 2. So, yep, good book. Daniel Warren Johnson, when he's by himself, does a great job. Alright, Count Crowley, 3 of 4, Amateur Midnight Monster Hunter. Every issue has been named after a weird movie. This one is called Doomed to Die. Stories by David Dastmalchian, art by Lucas Kettner. And we have our Count Crowley, young lady who is going to Alcoholics Anonymous after such a long time of heavy-duty drinking. She goes to see the old man that's put her on the path to fight monsters. And we get a flashback to World War II with why the old man is the way he is, and it deals with the werewolf, and the werewolf was his boyfriend, and he couldn't stop him from being a werewolf. So very, very interesting stuff. I did like the scene in the pickup truck where she does a pickup at the bar and makes the guy go down on her and then just leaves. She's like, you did all right, but you got nothing. That made me laugh. So, it's almost done. Just wait for the trade. Speaking of waiting for the trade, you might as well wait for the trade for Godzilla versus the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers with our cover boy, Ghidorah. King Ghidorah, of course. And we have story by Cullen Bunn, art by Freddie E. Williams II. So, monsters fighting monsters, and Rita's like, I need you to summon your biggest monster. We have to have something that can beat this Godzilla and the Power Rangers. Also, Tommy gets his stuff back, so it's morphin' time. And they have to, it's great. They do a lot of weird panels and stuff like that, where you get little panels, but then there's a giant panel, and they made Ghidorah look really great. And I do believe next issue is the last issue, I think. Or it's going to go on forever. Wouldn't that be great? Yeah. So, anyways, great book. We're up to issue 4, so you probably would wait for the trade on this one, unless you can dig up the back issues. Oh, I'm saving this one for last. Alright. We got a new #1 from Marvel, Shang-Chi and the Ten Rings. I don't know why, since it's the continuation of what happened in the last Shang-Chi book, they couldn't just go ahead and, just do the whole, and now this is a new issue. We don't need a new #1. You're making the guys that do that thing where they speculate, the speculation crowd. Terrible. So Absolute Power is this story arc. It's Gene Luen Yang is the writer, Marcus To is the artist. Shang tried to give back the Ten Rings after the big fight in the last series. They came back. And now all of these villains want the rings for themselves. As a matter of fact, in just one issue alone, he gets attacked by AIM, Advanced Idea Mechanics, the Hand, the Inner Demons, and the Red Dot Collective all show up at the same time to take these 10 rings. But the 10 rings do not like any of these people, so Shang has to take them back so that there's nothing going on. I am excited that they told us that Liko Wu, his old girlfriend back when they used to draw Shang to look like Bruce Lee, back in the 70s, she'll be back in the book. We'll see Liko. This is a good Shang. It's a good book. Alright. #3, Moon Knight, Black, White, and Blood. We have 3 stories. We have Wrong Turn by Erica Schultz and David Lopez, No Empty Sky by Jim Zub, and Jibril Morissette fan. Astronauts is Ian Nocenti, Stefano Raphael, and Chris Sotomayor. Frank Cho did the cover art, apparently. Yeah, that's Cho. It's weird seeing him draw Moon Knight, but it's Cho. So we have a thwarted bank robbery because they get into a cab with Jake Lockley. Then, of course, if that's not enough for you, then we're off to for the Moon Knight going after a cult, and then arguing with Khonshu about someone to take his place since she's only a little girl. And then finally we have Astronauts, which is just odd. It's so busy. Even with black and white with just those little splashes of red in there from, I think it's shitty spaghetti sauce. But yeah, they cheated. This is pink, guys. It's supposed to be black, white, and blood, not black, white, and pink and blood. Anyways, so a space adventure, basically. So this is 3. I do believe we're getting 6 of these. And then here it is, folks. The one I was so excited about from Dynamite Comics. The first issue of Mad Balls versus Garbage Pail Kids. It's exactly what you think it is. The writer is Sholly Fish. Artist is Jason Crosby. We get these lovely people who move into a lovely house with a weird house on each side of them. That's right. One side is the Mad Balls, and they're so happy to see children to play with. And then the other side is the Garbage Pail Kids. Mad Balls and Garbage Pail Kids. Garbage Pail Kids, I think, were probably more popular than Mad Balls. I always liked Mad Balls more. I had the eye one. His name was Oculus. So I like that a lot. The main story is fun. There's a puzzle, like an I Spy, where you have to find stuff in the dumpster. You gotta find all these little things. Then we get a few, we get a sports short where they're doing Mad Balls versus the Garbage Pail Kids. There's a couple of other little gags like playing Go Fish and using actual fish. One of them, the game was called On Account of Lava. They have cheesy jokes in here. There are 4 cheesy jokes. One of the Mad Balls is a skull with a little bit of brain sticking out, so I'll give you one of the 4 cheesy jokes. What instrument does Skullface play in the marching band? Trombone. So this is a great book. I'm so happy I got this. Everyone else in the house looked at me funny, but I just had to have it. And then this whole 2 fighting team thing that they've stolen from so many other superhero comic books. This is just a great book. I hope you go out and get it. So, Sophie and Fiona, you came over today because your parents wanted to go to a birthday party. So we went swimming and we had McDonald's. I did not know that the Happy Meals have the new Thor for toys. I need the goats. Apparently there's little toys of the goats, so I'll have to get those. Now the important message for this one is tomorrow I'm leaving for Tennessee to go temporarily work at another warehouse for the company I do my real job for, the paying job, the paying gig as it were. I could be gone for 1 week, I could be gone for 2 weeks. The most I would be gone is for 3 weeks. So instead of trying to have my children call me and read the comic books to me or something ludicrous like that, what we'll do when I get back is we'll just have a huge special edition where it'll be this giant stack of comic books, unless I come back in a week, and then it won't be that big a deal. But if I'm trying to stay longer, because it's an insane amount of money. So until next time, go read some comic books. I'll see you when I see you.